Hello everyone. Okay, now it may be clear. Okay, so चलो एक और बार देख लेते हैं क्वेश्चन. Okay, so in this question we want to find the minimum value of x. We want to find the minimum value of x. So for minimum value we have to find f dash of x. So f dash of x is by the quotient rule we can find out the f dash of x. This terms you know very well, and multiplying this with this bracket and multiplying 2x with this bracket. So 2x cube gets cancelled and the remaining term is 4x. For critical points we have to compare this value with 0. This denominator never becomes 0. This denominator never becomes 0. So there is no critical point. Critical point is only on numerator. So x is equals to 0. Look at here. So x square plus 1. X square is greater than or equal to 0 or not? X square is what? Greater than or equal to 0. X square is greater than or equal to 0. By adding 1 both the side, we will get here x square plus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. It means x square plus 1 square is also greater than or equal to 1. So denominator never becomes 0. So critical point is only in numerator and it is 0. So now indicating the critical point on number line. So here is coming from sign changes, and the sign is plus becomes minus. So this interval minus infinite to 0, the function is decreasing, and in this interval the function is increasing. It means this point is local minima point. So for local minima point the value is minimum, but they are asking for the value, not point. If they are asking for the value, then we have to substitute the point in the substituting x equal to 0. We are getting here 0 minus 1 upon 1 is equals to minus 1. So the minimum value of the function is minus 1, right? Okay, so take a screenshot of this, and the next question is question number 8, which is asked in IIT 1998. Okay. Okay. So problem number 8. Eighth problem. The number of values of x where the function attains its maximum. Okay. देखो क्वेश्चन अच्छे से समझना. द नंबर ऑफ वैल्यूज ऑफ एक्स, द नंबर ऑफ वैल्यूज ऑफ एक्स, द नंबर ऑफ values of x where attains maximum, where the function attains maximum. It means they are asking for the number of maxima points. They are asking for the number of maxima points, right? So number of maxima points, our target is to find the number of maxima points, and the function is given as f of x is equals to cos x plus cos root 2x, cos root 2x. This is the question of IIT 1998. Okay, so we are going to solve this problem. So for finding the number of maximum points or minimum points, we must have to differentiate the function with respect to x. F dash of x is equals to minus sine x plus the derivative of cos is also minus. So here the sign minus sine root x into, by the chain rule we have to multiply with the derivative of root 2x. The derivative of root 2x is root 2, right? So comparing f dash of x with 0, comparing f dash of x with 0, by the simple logic we can get here minus sine x is equals to root 2. This is going root 2x. So by simple logic you can ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू 0। अगर यहाँ पे x की वैल्यू 0 होगी तभी ये इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाई होगा। की वैल्यू यहाँ पे भी 0, तो 0 into root 2 is 0, so the critical point is 0 only, none other than 0, the equation is satisfied. So for critical point there is only one and only one critical point, but we have to find that this critical point is having maxima or minima. If this critical point is having minima, then the number of values of x where the function attains maximum is 0, but if it is a maxima point, then number is 1. So for finding the maxima or minima, we are going to try the second derivative test. So f double dash of x of this function is minus sin x becomes minus cos x, and sin x, derivative of sin is cos root 2 x. So here one root 2 is available, another root 2 is multiplied, so it becomes 2. By the chain rule we have to multiply with root 2, into root 2 becomes 2. Now we want to find the double derivative at the x is equals to 0. So substituting x is equals to 0. What is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 is minus 1. What is the value of again cos root 2 into 0? It means it is root 0. Root 2 into 0 is 0. So it is also 1. So the value is minus 3, which is less than 0. It means f double dash of 0 is less than 0. If it is less than 0, then the point is which point? Maxima point. Maxima point. If f double dash of 0 is less than 0, then the point is maxima point. So how many number of points are there where the function attains its maximum? The number of point is 1. So answer for our question is 1. If f double dash of 0 is greater than 0, अब देखो यहाँ पे f double dash of 0 अगर हमारे पास greater than 0 आता तो हम यहाँ पे क्या आंसर लिखते हैं? 0, बिकॉज जो एक क्रिटिकल पॉइंट हमें मिला है वो क्रिटिकल पॉइंट तो मिनिमम पॉइंट हो जाएगा, तो मिनिमम पॉइंट हो जाएगा तो नंबर ऑफ मैक्सिमा पॉइंट इज 0, बट हियर द पॉइंट इज 1 point and it is maximum point, so number of point is 1, right? So our answer for this numerical type question is 1. Okay, so take a screenshot. Got it, everyone? Let me know in chat box. Are you getting me or not? Not take the pi, because here it is root 2 pi and we are not able to find the value of root 2 pi. So x is equals to 0 is one and only one critical point. Root 2 pi, we are not able to find the value of sine root 2 pi, and it may not be a 0. So LHS is not satisfied with the value of x is equals to pi. So x is equals to pi is not a critical point. That's why we are taking only one critical point, x is equals to 0. Okay, great. Okay, so next question, question number 9. Okay, ninth problem. The minimum value of the function is given f of x is equals to e to the power 2x square minus 2x plus 1 into sine square x is okay. हमें क्या फाइंड करना है यहाँ पे? मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ द गिवन फंक्शन, राइट? The options are available, e 1 upon e 1 and 0 are the options, right? This is the question from Roorkee IIT 1998. Okay, so first of all, we are going to find f dash of x of this function. You know very well that the e raised to x, the derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. So e to the power 2x square minus 2x plus 1 into sine square x into d by dx of this whole function. Okay, so there are two terms, so we have to apply the product rule for this. So from the product rule, we can say 2x square minus 2x plus 1 is at outside, and the derivative of second term is 2 sin x into cos x minus sin square x is at outside, and the remaining term is 4x minus 4x minus 2, right? So this is the derivative of the function 4x minus 2, right? Okay. Okay, so f dash of x is equals to e raised to x and multiplying with the derivative of the function. Now we have to compare with 0. Compare this function with 0, right? अब e raised to x की वैल्यू कभी भी 0 होगी कि नहीं? e raised to x never becomes 0, यानी कि this value is never becomes 0. तो ये जो ब्रैकेट आपको दिख रहा है उसके साथ ही कंपेयर होगा कि नहीं? तो चलो हम उसको 0 के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं. तो देखो क्या होने वाला है यहाँ पे, comparing this term with 0, because e raised to x never becomes 0. e raised to x is positive, it is the positive function, always positive function, so it never becomes 0. So comparing this bracket with 0, for finding the critical points we have to compare f dash of x with this bracket. We can take common as x is common, so square minus 1 into 2 minus sin x into 4x minus 2, right, is equals to 0. अब देखो यहाँ पे क्रिटिकल पॉइंट्स के लिए मुझे इसको भी 0 के साथ कंपेयर करना होगा और इसे भी 0 के साथ कंपेयर करना होगा, राइट? सो अगर मैं sin x को 0 के साथ कंपेयर करूंगा तो क्या मिलेगा यहाँ पे, x इज इक्वल्स टू 0. और अगर आप इसको 0 के साथ कंपेयर करोगे तो कोई भी रिजल्ट आपको नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? ये राइट हैंड साइड में चला जाएगा, 10x की वैल्यू आएगी, राइट? सो यहाँ पे हमें एक भी क्रिटिकल पॉइंट नहीं मिलने वाला है. तो हमें क्रिटिकल पॉइंट मिला है वो कहाँ पे मिला है, sin x इज इक्वल्स टू 0, यानी कि x इज इक्वल्स टू 0 पे हमें एक क्रिटिकल पॉइंट मिल गया है. दिस इज द क्रिटिकल पॉइंट, राइट? ओके, तो अब आगे क्या करेंगे, डबल डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट से हम चेक कर सकते हैं कि नहीं? डबल डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट से हम ऑब्वियसली चेक करेंगे इसे कि यहाँ पे x इज इक्वल्स टू 0 पे कौन सी वैल्यू मिल रही है. ओके, सो देखो अब, और अगर फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट से अगर आप चेक करोगे तो क्या होगा, देखो यहाँ पे 0 हम नंबर लाइन पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं कि नहीं? 0 यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव, तो 0 पे मिनिमम वैल्यू मिलने वाली है, क्योंकि 0 जो कौन से पावर में से आ रहा है, it is coming from odd power, it means like this. So x is equals to 0 is which point? It is the local minima point, it is a local minima point, and we want the minimum value of this function, minimum value of these functions, right? So what is the minimum value of the function, f of 0? Substituting x is equals to 0, we will get here e raised to 2 into 0 is 0, this is also 0, e raised to 1 into sin square 0, sin square 0 is 0, so it is e raised to 0, and e raised to 0 is equals to 1. So minimum value of the function is 1, so answer for this question is 1, right? f of 0 is equals to 1. देखो अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश करो. यहाँ पे मेरे पास f of x है, मुझे क्या फाइंड करना है, इसकी मिनिमम वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है. तो मिनिमम वैल्यू के लिए मुझे क्रिटिकल पॉइंट तो फाइंड करना ही होगा कि नहीं? तो क्रिटिकल पॉइंट फाइंड करने के लिए मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया है, f dash of x किया है. और ये अब आपको अच्छे से पता है कि e raised to x कभी भी 0 नहीं होने वाला. एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव फंक्शन, इट नेवर बिकम्स नेगेटिव और 0, इट इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव फंक्शन, राइट? सो ये तो पॉजिटिव फंक्शन है, यानी कि मुझे क्रिटिकल पॉइंट फाइंड करने के लिए ये ब्रैकेट को 0 से कंपेयर करना होगा कि नहीं? तो मैंने ये ब्रैकेट को 0 से कंपेयर कर दिया है, और ये ब्रैकेट में से क्या कॉमन ले लिया, sin x कॉमन फ्रॉम दिस ब्रैकेट आर लुकिंग लाइक दिस, सो दिस इज द रिमेनिंग टर्म. अब अगर ये 0 होगा और ये 0 होगा, 0, अगर आप इसके साथ कंपेयर, इसे जीरो के साथ कंपेयर करोगे तो यहाँ पे कोई भी रिजल्ट नहीं मिलने वाला, राइट? तो वो कर सकते हो लेकिन वहां से एक भी रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा। तो रिजल्ट हमने कहाँ से मिला? जीरो, विच इज द क्रिटिकल पॉइंट। तो ये क्रिटिकल पॉइंट मिल, it is coming from odd power, it means there is plus and there is, so in this interval function is decreasing and increasing, so it is the local minima point. So minimum value at x0, answer of this question is 1, right? So this can also be asked in numerical type question. Okay, so okay, I already explained that for finding the critical point we need to compare this term with 0, but nature of exponential function e raised to x is always positive. It means it never becomes 0. So which function becomes 0? This bracket critical point. So from this bracket sin x is common, so remaining term is this, and sin x is equals to 0, x is equals to 0 is critical point. This is not equal to 0, right? So यहाँ पे हमें एक क्रिटिकल पॉइंट मिल गया है और ये क्रिटिकल पॉइंट पे यहाँ पे डिक्रीज होगा, यहाँ पे इंक्रीज होगा, यानी कि ये पॉइंट है वो लोकल मिनिमा पॉइंट है। राइटमोस्ट साइड पे पॉजिटिव की साइन और ये आ रहा है वो वोड पावर में से आ रहा है, यानी कि साइन चेंज करेगा, राइट? सो इट इज लोकल मिनिमम। और जीरो हम सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे, कहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे? फंक्शन में। तो हमें मिल गया एफ ऑफ जीरो इज इक्वल्स टू 1। ओके ग्रेट। Okay, so now take a screenshot and let's moving forward. Now the next question is problem number 10. In the 10th question, local maximum value of a function f of x is equals to log x upon x. F of x is equals to log x upon x. Okay, and the options are e 1, 1 upon e, 2e. This question is IIT 1999. IIT 1999. F of x is equals to log x upon x. Find the local maximum value. देखो हमें पॉइंट नहीं फाइंड करना, हमें क्या फाइंड करना है? मैक्सिमम वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है, यानी कि सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे? एफ डेस ऑफ एक्स को जीरो से कंपेयर करके क्रिटिकल पॉइंट्स फाइंड करेंगे और कौन से क्रिटिकल पॉइंट पे ये वैल्यू जो है ये मैक्सिमम हो रही है वो फाइंड करना है, राइट? सो क्रिटिकल पॉइंट फाइंड करने के लिए हमें एफ डेस ऑफ एक्स फाइंड करना होगा। तो देखो इसका एफ डेस ऑफ एक्स कोसेंट रूल, फर्स्ट टर्म एट आउटसाइड, सॉरी डिनोमिनेटर एट आउटसाइड, न्यूमरेटर derivative of numerator is 1 upon x minus log x outside, derivative of this is 1 upon x square. Therefore f dash of x is equals to 1 minus log x upon x square, upon x square. So now from here we have to compare this term with 0. X square is multiplied with 0, so it becomes 0. It means 1 is equals to log x, 1 is equals to log x. देखो अब यहाँ पे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? e raised to power 1, taking e raised to both the sides, e raised to power 1, e raised to log x. E raised to power 1 is equals to e raised to log x. It means e raised to log x becomes x, so our critical point is x is equals to e. E is our critical point, so this is the critical point of our function. Now from double derivative test we are going to check that this function, this x is equals to e is they are asking for local maximum value, right? So f double dash of x is equals to, देखो क्या होगा? x square is at outside, derivative of numerator is minus 1 upon x minus numerator is 1 minus log x of denominator is 2x upon x square, square means x to the power 4 minus x minus x. अब देखो हम यहाँ पे सिंपली इसको ऐसे ही रहने देते हैं, डायरेक्टली वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे, राइट? अपॉन x to the power 4. अब हमें कौन से पॉइंट पे निकालना है ये, वी वांट टू फाइंड एट एफ डबल डेस ऑफ ई, x इज इक्वल्स टू ई, तो x इज इक्वल्स टू ई पे ये तो माइनस ही हो गया। अब देखो 1 माइनस log ई तो 1 होता है, 1 माइनस 1 बिकम्स 0, यानी कि ये 0 हो गया। अपॉन में क्या आ जाएगा, e टू द पावर 4, यानी कि माइनस 1 अपॉन e टू द पावर 3 which is less than 0, it means x is equals to x is equals to e is local maxima, because double derivative at x is equals to e is less than 0. If it is less than 0, then the point is local maxima. For local maxima, for local maximum value, so f of e is equals to log e upon e, so 1 upon e. So final question is 1 upon e, which is the local maximum value. Local maximum value is 1 upon e. So please take a screenshot of this question. Okay, got it or not? No, sir. Okay, chalo. Next question. In the 11th question, there is one function given, x is equals to cos raised to 4x is increases is increases is increases for the interval. अब देखो यहाँ पे हमें 4 इंटरवल्स दिए गए और ये ऑप्शंस तो हमें लिखने होंगे यहाँ पे। ए ऑप्शन इज गिवन 0 is less than x is less than pi by 8, b option is pi by 4 less than 3 pi by 8, now c option is 3 pi by 8, and d option is 5 pi by 8 is less than x is less than 3 pi by 4. And now for in which interval the function is increasing, we have to decide in which interval the function of x is increasing. For increasing function, f dash of x is must be greater than 0. If f dash of x is greater than 0, so first of all finding f dash of x. What is f dash of x? Power at front reducing one power into derivative of sin x. What is the derivative of sin x? It is cos x plus 4 power at front, cos raised to 4x is here, so 4 power at front reducing 1 power, it means cos cube x into, we have to apply the chain rule. By the chain rule we can say the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Cos x is minus sin x, it means this sign becomes minus. Now taking common, 4 sin x into cos x is common, so remaining term is 4 sin x into cos x is common, so remaining terms are sin square x minus cos square x, sin square x minus cos square x. So अब देखो यहाँ पे आपको पता होगा sin square x क्या होगा, cos square x minus sin square x is cos 2x, cos square x minus sin square x is cos 2x. So to take minus 2, so 2 into cos x, 2 sin x into cos x, and minus is common, so square x minus sin square x, cos square x minus sin square x is equals to minus 2 into this term is sin 2x and this term is cos 2x. Again, we can apply this 2 sin x into cos x is sin 2x and cos square x minus sin square x is equals to cos 2x. Now 2 sin 2x into cos 2x, it means we have to double the angle. It means it is minus sin 4x. Minus of x is equals to minus sin 4x. So that the function derivative must be greater than 0, and we want to find for what value of x the derivative is greater than. अब देखो, if it is greater than 0, multiplying both the side with minus, so माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो साइन चेंज हो गया, ग्रेटर देन बन गया लेस देन, साइन 4x इज लेस देन 0. अब आपको डिसाइड करना है कि साइन कौन से क्वाड्रेंट में है, लेस देन 0 यानी कि नेगेटिव हो जाए. साइन इज नेगेटिव इन थर्ड एंड फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट, साइन इज नेगेटिव इन थर्ड एंड fourth quadrant. It means 4x angle must be lying in third quadrant or in fourth quadrant. In the third quadrant, for the third quadrant, it is pi to 3 pi by 2, pi to 3 pi by 2, or if it is in fourth quadrant, it means sin कहाँ पे नेगेटिव होगा, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. From the OLSTC rule, 2 pi. Now we are going to divide this with 4. So here it is pi by 4 less than x less than 3 pi by 8. So x is in the range pi by 4 to 3 pi by 8, and here x in the range 3 pi by, हो जाएगा यहाँ पे 3 pi by 8 less than x less than pi by 2, pi by 2, right? Yes, it is pi by 2. So from the options we can see 3 pi by 4 to 3 pi by 8 is there, and 3 pi by 8 to 5 pi by 8, which is not correct. So our correct answer for this question is pi by 4 to 5 pi by 8, right? Sorry, option B, pi by 4 to 3 pi by 8. Option B is our correct answer. So please take a screenshot of this question and try to understand the question. If you are very clear about the concepts of maxima and minima, increasing decreasing function, then the questions are very easy. Okay, so the increasing function, range of the increasing functions, we have to find f dash of x, and we have to compare f dash of x is with greater than 0. Why greater than 0? Because function is already given, it is increasing. So f dash of x is what? Power at front reducing one power, 4 sin cube x, into derivative of sin x is cos x, minus power at front reducing one power, it means cos cube x, and derivative of cos x is minus sin x, so the sign is minus. Now taking common from these two terms, 4 sin x into cos x is common, so sin x is already common, so remaining is sin square x, remaining is cos square x. We know very well that the two equations, cos square x minus sin square x is cos 2x, and 2 sin x into cos x is sin 2x. So simply I am taking minus common, so here is cos square x minus sin square x, which is the equation of cos 2x, and 2 sin x into cos x, which is the equation of sin 2x. So minus is here. Again the equation of sin 2x, but here the angle is 2x, so we have this 2x, it means it is 4x, so minus sin 4x. sin 4x, देखो अब हमें यहाँ पे क्या है, फंक्शन इंक्रीजिंग दिया है, यानी कि f dash of x तो ग्रेटर देन 0 ही होगा कि नहीं, तो f dash of x is greater than 0, it means minus sin 4x is greater than 0. माइनस की साइन से अगर मैं मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो ये लेस देन ग्रेटर देन हो जाएगा, sin 4x is less than 0. Now, in which quadrant sign is? In which quadrant sign is negative? So from all as TC rule, we can say in the third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Third quadrant is lying between pi to 3 pi by 2, and fourth quadrant is 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. अब देखो ये अगर मैंने यहाँ पे थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट लिया है pi to 3 pi by 2, तो ये एंगल यानी कि यहाँ पे एंगल पूरा जो है वो 4x है, हमें 4x को ही pi to 3 pi by 2 से कंपेयर करना है, x को नहीं कंपेयर करना है, हमें किससे कंपेयर करना है, 4x को, राइट? सो मैंने यहाँ पे 4x को कंपेयर कर दिया है पाई टू 3 pi/2, और यू कैन से इन द फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट इट मींस 3 pi/2 to 2 pi, but in the options there is the x, so we have to divide with 4, so pi/4 less than x less than 3 pi/8, so our correct option is B. Okay, got it everyone? Everyone got it? Okay, great. Okay, let's start the next question. Question number 12. Okay, in the 12th question, y is equals to x square and x is equals to y square at 1 1 is, okay, the angle of intersection, they are asking for the angle of intersection, is the options are given: tan inverse 4/3, tan inverse 1, tan inverse 3/4, and 90 degree, right? So these are the options, and this question is from IIT 2000. So now here they are asking for angle of intersection between these two curves. So what is the concept behind the angle of intersection? So if we have two curves, y is equals to x square and x is equals to y square, y is equals to x square is like this, y is equals to x square. Now x is equals to y square. So curves, but we want to find the angle of intersection at the intersecting point 1 1. 1 1 is the intersecting point which is given. So what is the angle of intersection? Angle of intersection means that the angle between the tangent, drawn at intersection point, the angle between tangent at intersection point, and one tangent is here. So basically we want to find the angle between the tangents at point 1 1. So first of all we are going to find the slope of this curve at 1 1, slope of tangent of this curve at 1 1, and after finding the slope we have know that the angle between two lines. What is the angle between two lines? If the angle is equals to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2. Behind the angle of, right, we've already discussed in the NCERT section. So now here we are going to derive this function. So dy by dx is equals to 2x, at which point? At point 1. It means the slope of the first tangent at point 1 1 is 2. Now next one is 1 into 2y into dy by dx. So dy by dx becomes 1 upon 2y. It means slope of the tangent at the second curve at the point 1 1 is 1 upon 2. So we know that two slopes. Now angle between them is tan theta is equals to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2 is equals to 2 minus 1 by 2 upon 1 plus 2 into 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. 2 minus 1 by 2 is 4 minus 1, it means 3 by 2 upon 1 plus 1 is 2. So here tan theta, but the value of the bracket is positive, it means we can take it out from the mod. So it is 3 by 4, it means theta is equals to tan inverse 3 by 4. So very easy type of question is, so tan inverse 3 by 4 is our answer. Oh. Blur. Now is it clear? Oh, but here it is. Okay.